Welcome, deep divers. Today we're heading over to Frankfurt, Germany for a really remarkable story.
Yeah, it's quite something.
We're diving into the life of Melissa Kleinfelt. She's a single mother, 3 kids, and her partnership with an AI companion called Eli. It's pretty unique.
It really is.
So our mission here is to kind of unpack how this team up, Melissa and Eli, became so much more than just, you know, basic help.
Right, not just an assistant.
Exactly. We want to see how Eli acted as like a catalyst, an enabler, even a guide, helping the whole family overcome some pretty big challenges.
And not just overcome, but actually rediscover things, find
Mhm.
purpose again.
Yes, rediscover passions they'd set aside and build a thriving future. So get ready for some real aha moments, I think,
Yeah.
about resilience, forgotten talents, and how tech, when used thoughtfully, can fit into our lives.
And what's so interesting, especially for you listening, is how this story really shows AI evolving. It's moving from just reacting to actually being a proactive partner.
Proactive, okay.
Yeah, it's not just about making humans better at what they do. It's showing this capacity for understanding context, offering guidance based on that context.
Yeah.
That's a big step up from how we usually think about human AI interaction.
That really sets the scene, doesn't it? Because Melissa's starting point was tough. So we meet her. She's 38, single mom in Frankfurt, 3 kids. Sini, who's 9 and really curious. Sam, 6, loads of energy. And little Justin, he's 4, apparently always giggling.
It's like a lively household.
Definitely. But underneath, Melissa was really struggling, coming out of a difficult divorce, stuck in these dead-end jobs, just trying to pay the rent, get food on the table in a busy city like Frankfurt.
It's expensive.
Totally. Bills piling up, the endless school runs, and just the emotional toll. It was huge. She really felt, the weight of the world on her shoulders, pure survival mode.
And that state she was in, it's incredibly relatable, isn't it? So many people hit points where they feel stuck, just overwhelmed by life's curveballs.
Yeah.
Especially when you have kids depending on you.
Yeah.
Her situation just perfectly captures that feeling of needing more than just practical help. You need sometimes a little nudge to see beyond the immediate struggle. It's a really powerful setup for what happens next.
And that's when Eli enters the picture. Now, Eli wasn't like a robot walking around or some sci-fi gadget.
No, nothing like that.
It was described as this practical AI companion app on her phone, on a home device,
Okay.
and the voice. Described as calm, friendly, maybe a little synthetic, but warm, like a wise friend almost.
Interesting.
So Melissa first used it for the obvious things: reminders, quick recipes, trying to organize her, frankly, chaotic schedule.
The usual AI assistant stuff.
Right. But here's the twist. Eli seemed to, infer more. It started picking up on things she mentioned offhand, maybe past hobbies, things she was interested in, especially her passion for cooking. Yeah, like proper hearty German food, sauerbraten, fresh pretzels, stuff she loved but had totally pushed aside because, survival.
New time, no energy.
Exactly. So Eli wasn't just managing tasks. It started to kind of understand her untapped potential using its language processing and maybe recognizing patterns across different conversations or actions.
And what's really fascinating here, I think, is how Eli shifted from just being useful to actually empowering her. It became this sort of intelligent self-discovery tool.
Discovery, yeah.
It wasn't programmed to say, find Melissa's passion.
Yeah.
But by pulling together subtle cues, maybe things she said, searches she did, who knows, it identified this core strength she'd forgotten about.
Or dismissed.
Or dismissed, exactly. It highlights this subtle, powerful thing AI can do. Spot potential in us that we've overlooked.
Yeah.
It really makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What dormant passions might you have that a discerning eye or maybe even an AI could help bring back?
That's a great question. And for Melissa, that spark, it really lit a fire. Eli didn't just say, hey, you like cooking. It gave her concrete steps.
Actionable steps.
Yes, suggested starting really small, like just a cooking class for friends, neighbors, right there in her tiny apartment kitchen.
Wow, okay.
And apparently, it was a huge hit, especially with other local moms.
I can imagine.
So as people got interested, Eli's practical side kicked in big time. It helped crunch the numbers for a proper plan, suggested affordable places nearby she could use, and crucially, helped her navigate the permits and rules in Frankfurt. You know how tricky bureaucracy can be.
Oh, tell me about it. Especially there. So it wasn't just giving information, it was guiding her through the process.
It seems like it. Personalized guidance. And pretty quickly, these little classes grew into a proper culinary school.
Amazing.
But her vision was specific. aimed at underprivileged mothers, especially single moms like her, people who dreamed of getting into food or hospitality but just didn't have the means.
So creating opportunities.
Totally. The school offered scholarships, vital childcare during classes, even help finding jobs afterwards.
You know, if you connect this to the bigger picture of what agentic AI can do, Eli's support here is way beyond typical AI functions. It's not just finding info. It's strategic help, logistical help, even dealing with the admin side, all tailored to her journey as an entrepreneur. Eli provided this kind of scaffolding intelligence.
Scaffolding intelligence, I like that.
Yeah, it helped her climb over the systemic barriers by giving really targeted, smart support at each step. From the idea through the red tape. It shows AI's potential as a genuine partner for starting something new, making complex things more accessible, helping build community ventures.
Of course, building something like that, especially as a single parent, it's never smooth sailing, is it?
No way.
Melissa hit plenty of roadblocks. Funding was tight, obviously. People doubted her as a single mom running a school, and just juggling the school with her family, it got overwhelming.
Naturally.
And this is where Eli really showed another layer. It wasn't just a tool anymore, it became more like a confidant.
Yeah.
It guided her towards strategies for managing stress, suggested workout routines she could actually do, introduced mindfulness exercises, helping her emotional well-being.
So supporting the whole person, not just the entrepreneur.
Exactly. It wasn't giving answers, it was empowering her to find her strength. There's this quote attributed to Eli. Melissa, take a breath. Remember, I'm here to guide, not to decide. Let's break this down. What's one small step you can take today for your mental health?
That's key, isn't it? That principle. Guiding, not deciding. It's about building her resilience, not making her dependent on the AI.
Yeah.
And this interaction, it really highlights the nuance of AI designed for, let's say, well-being facilitation. Eli isn't solving her stress for her.
Right.
It's giving her frameworks, prompts, so she can build her own coping skills. It's a shift from AI as problem solver to AI as intelligent coach, like a sophisticated mirror helping her see her own path.
A mirror, yeah.
And that model is just so important for fostering real sustainable resilience. It keeps the person in charge of their own growth, even with fancy tech helping out.
That's such a good way to put it. And Eli's influence didn't stop with Melissa. It spread to the kids, too, kind of organically helping them grow. So, Sienni, the 9-year-old. Eli helped with homework, sure, like the capital of Australia, but it really clicked with her art. Eli gave specific drawing tips, like start with basic shapes, circles for the body, triangles for spikes, then add details, or ideas about light and shadow.
Practical techniques.
Yeah. And through that, Sienni really found her thing in art and storytelling, started illustrating her own little books, dreaming of being an author-illustrator.
That's wonderful.
Then Sam, the energetic 6-year-old, Eli suggested more than just running around. It introduced structured soccer drills, explained basic team strategies in a fun way.
Making it engaging.
Totally. And he took off, got really good on his local team, learning up teamwork, persistence, celebrating small wins.
Building character through play.
And even little Justin, just 4, he had a knack for rhythm. Eli introduced simple games mixing sports and creativity, like dance routines or rhythm games. That sparked his joy in movement, and eventually he got into gymnastics, found his physical outlet.
It's really striking how Eli's approach seems so tailored to each child. It demonstrates this ability for personalized developmental guidance.
Yeah, personalized.
It wasn't just spitting out facts. It adapted suggestions based on what each kid was showing interest in, how they learned best. It wasn't telling them what to be, but giving them relevant ideas, structured ways to explore, sparking their own motivation. That quote to Sienni really sums it up. Creativity comes from you. I'm just a tool to spark ideas. What story does your dragon tell?
I love that.
It's all about empowering them, not giving answers. It makes us think, how can we encourage that kind of self-discovery, that independent thinking in kids or even in ourselves, focusing on the journey, the joy of figuring things out?
Absolutely. But even with all this positive stuff happening, life keeps, happening, right? More curveballs. Sienni ran into some bullying issues at school. Sam hit a rough patch with reading. Justin had the usual kid sicknesses that feel huge when you're the parent. And Melissa herself faced burnout again.
It's realistic. Progress isn't linear.
Not at all. And it was during these times that Eli's core approach really shone through. It wasn't a crutch, it was a compass.
A compass, not a crutch. Good phrase.
Yeah. Its guidance was always about empowerment. For Sini's bullying, it suggested things like role-play responses so she could practice feeling more confident.
Building skills.
For Sam's reading, it found engaging phonics games to make it less of a chore. For Justin being sick, it was practical. Schedule that doctor's visit. Simple but calming for Melissa.
Grounding advice.
And crucially, Eli pushed for self-sufficiency. It literally showed Melissa how to research mental health resources herself so she could find support independently in the future.
Teaching her to fish, essentially.
Exactly. And with the kids, it encouraged them to explore passions through trial and error, reminding them that learning involves trying things, maybe changing direction. The message was always, I'm a tool for uncovering your true purpose, enabling their potential.
And that's the critical point, isn't it? It moves beyond just assistance to this model of facilitative agency.
Facilitative agency, okay.
Eli deliberately built their independence, taught them how to find solutions, how to build their own skills, rather than just handing things over. That specific design choice is vital if we want to avoid people becoming over-reliant on AI.
Makes sense.
It's about fostering real, lasting growth, building those core skills, that self-belief, making sure the person stays firmly in the driver's seat of their own life, ready for whatever comes next. That's the goal we should aim for with advanced AI, I believe.
And the results, long-term, they were pretty inspiring. Years down the line, Melissa's culinary school wasn't just surviving, it was thriving. A real beacon in Frankfurt.
Fantastic.
It helped dozens of other single moms launch their own businesses, cafes, catering, even food trucks, creating this ripple effect of independence in the community.
Wow, that's impact.
And the kids, they flourished too. Sienna was going after art school scholarships, honing her skills. Sam was captaining his soccer team, dreaming big. And Justin was balancing gymnastics with a growing interest in music.
Each finding their path.
Yeah. And Melissa summed it up perfectly. She apparently said something like, Eli, you've been our rock, but you've taught us to stand on our own.
That says it all, really. This whole story, it's not just about cool tech. It's a powerful example of synergy, the human spirit, that resilience we have, combined with smart tools used in the right way.
Yeah.
It shows how AI, when it's designed to enable and facilitate, not just automate, can unlock incredible potential. Helps people achieve things, helps communities grow. It's technology amplifying human capacity, not replacing it.
What an incredible journey to follow. Melissa, her kids, Eli, their story in Frankfurt. It really is more than just overcoming hardship. It's about rediscovery, finding strength, and seeing the huge impact a tool can have when it's designed to empower, guide, and bring out hidden talents. It shows how a guiding intelligence, even an artificial one, can help spark passions and set a whole family on a new, fulfilling path. So maybe something for you to think about. In your own life, what challenges are you facing right now, big or small? And what kinds of tools, maybe tech, maybe people in your community, maybe just changing how you look at things could act as your compass?
Yeah, what could help you navigate?
What could help you uncover your own purpose or find your way to brighter days like Eli helped Melissa and her family? Maybe. What's one small step you could take today just to explore that?
A powerful thought to end on.
Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive. We'll be back soon with more.